Hey everybody, it's me, KRB, and 25,000 people have subscribed to this channel. I know I say this like every time, but that's a really big number. It's difficult to describe how big of a number that is, especially considering that it's 20. I'm very bad at this, but it's 25,000 people. It's pretty frickin' impressive. That's 1/4 of 100,000. I did all that math on my own just now. That was, yeah, okay. Anyway, the point is, I haven't done a subscriber thing in a while, and I figured, as I've done like 2 or 3 times before, I would just, I would answer your guys' questions. So I put out a thing. I said, ask me whatever you'd like, and I'll answer it. And I got a lot. A lot of questions, many times more than what I've gotten in the past. So actually this time, I don't think I'll be able to answer all of them, unfortunately. But I think I've gotten most of the early ones at least. Some of the ones that were asked later, I might not have gotten to those, but I think I got the vast majority of them. So without further ado, here we go. Tel5 on Discord asked, what is your favorite way to consume potatoes? Now there's this thing that you can do where you can cut them up into little thin slices, all right? You get a pan, and you put some olive oil in, and you can saute them with like rosemary and salt and some other spices, and then just eat them like by themselves or with ketchup. It's really good. That's got to be my favorite way to eat potatoes. Xenon on Discord asked, if you decide to pursue the making of a creative project, e.g. story, web series, etc., what would you do and what would the project be like? That's actually a really interesting one because I have this thing where whenever I see something, you know, a creative thing of any kind, so like a movie or a song or a game or a book or something like that, my immediate thought always is, I should do that, or I'm going to do that. And more often than not, it actually does turn into something, you know. So like, for example, when I watched, using a recent video as an example, history videos like Kixer or Salmonella, I thought, hey, you know, I should do that, and so I did, and I probably didn't do it very well, but I did it. And recently, I've been playing a lot of games, and I was realizing how interesting of a medium video games, story-driven video games are for storytelling. And as a result, I have decided to embark on a project involving a game. So no clue when that will be completed or when it will come out, if at all, but as for a creative project that I'm working on, you guys can look out for that at some point in the future. Jarg on Discord said, what is your least favorite game? That's really hard. That's just as hard as saying what's your favorite. I legitimately don't know. I really did dislike Garfield Kart. I mean, honestly, any of those like really awful HTML games that I've played in videos in the past, I can say I probably hated those more than anything else I've ever played. So just take your pick, basically. Saturn on Discord said, your videos kind of remind me of a more lighthearted version of Nexpo. Did that channel ever inspire you to make those types of serious documentary videos? I don't know if you've answered the question to who your inspiration is, but if you weren't inspired by his content, who are you inspired by? Yes, I am 100% inspired by Nexpo. I love Nexpo. I was super into like horror narration and like video essay style content back in 2017, 2018, and Nexpo was definitely my favorite of them all. I watched Rainbot and a little bit of Scare Theater, stuff like that. And that was definitely an inspiration for a lot of the more serious, like mystery investigation style videos that I do. And I'm inspired by a huge breadth of things. Like for my internet history videos, I take a lot of inspiration from Wang and Wavy Web Surf and those guys. For my history things, like I said, Kixer and Salmonella. For, you know, just I've taken inspiration from so many different people, and not just like video essay channels, but just many, many people in general. I don't think I could name them all. Yordani on Twitter said, on average, how long does it take you to edit a typical video? That's a great question, because it really depends on the video. I think the longest I have ever spent editing a single video was probably the Saga of the Cursed Image, which took me somewhere in the vicinity of maybe 40 to 50. No, is that right? 40-ish hours, I'd say, of consistent, not like 2 days, but like 40 hours of actual work were put into that. And part of that is me being not very efficient with like my editing and stuff, but a really solid video can take somewhere in the vicinity of like 40 solid hours of video editing. And the only reason I was able to get that one done on time was because I was in quarantine while it was happening. So I was just basically just editing it, and that was about it. And a more relaxed video, like, let me think of an example. Like that troll face video that I did, that maybe 8 hours, that was 8 to 10 hours of editing at maximum, really not that much. I mean, like, and not just editing, but like scripting, you know, and all the background stuff involved. That one didn't take very long at all. And you never really know. Length of the video very often doesn't have any effect on how much time it takes to make. It usually is just like the density of the content and how serious I want to get with the editing. Chimpy on YouTube said, what is your favorite animal any type of monkey/ape? Now, Chimpy, I'm sorry to disappoint you there. I like cats a lot. That's probably a really dumb answer, but I do. I'm a cat person. But if I had to say my favorite monkey/ape, I'm a big silverback gorilla fan. I know the silverback gorilla fandom is dying. Retweet if you're a real silverbacker. But yeah, that's my favorite. Jamie Lewis on YouTube said, what are your top 5 favorite songs and why? That's even harder than the freaking game one, man. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, my music taste is really dumb. And by dumb, I mean it like doesn't exist. It just is whatever sounds cool. I've always been a big Talking Heads fan. I like CCR. I've recently been getting into really dumb electronic genres for some reason, but I don't know if I could ever name 5 specific songs that I like more than anything else. And get back to me on that one later. Jacob on Twitter said, when face reveal? Jacob, I don't know why you're asking me this because you've seen my face, but I don't really know. It's a grand mystery. I guess you guys will find out if or when it ever happens. Omar on YouTube said, will you ever do live streams? I actually have done live streams in the past. I don't do it super often because I have a computer that's like a brick of concrete. But I do them occasionally. I've done some Minecraft. I streamed Garfield Kart when I first got it. Garfield Kart 2, actually. I've streamed like Flash games and more Minecraft, and I think I did I did Revenge of the Sunfish once. I made that into a video. And just stuff like that in general. And I haven't streamed in quite a while because I've been away from my streaming computer, but soon you may see the return of streams. It's debatable though. I can't guarantee anything though. Anything could happen. Jodo on Discord said, where can I find the KRB jacket? Okay, now I'm assuming here that you're referring to the brown jacket that I wear in a lot of videos. You might notice I'm not wearing that now. That's because I forgot to take it with me when I went on vacation, and it would have taken up a bunch of space anyway. That's back at my house, so I got my awesome Kumite shirt on now. But the KRB jacket, the story behind that is, I went to a Goodwill. I was on some kind of school trip, and I went to a Goodwill because I love thrift stores. And I was making like a film project at the time, and I was going down the aisles, and I just saw these like corduroy sport jackets from like the 80s, and I was like, man, those look cool. And they were just like really cheap. And so I got them. I got 2 of them. I got a blue one and a brown one. And it wasn't until I got home that I realized the blue one just didn't fit. The brown one did, and I used them for the movie. And then I was doing my 5K sub video, and I thought, you know, oh, this is a cool occasion. I should dress up because I'm a moron. And so I just put on like a silk shirt and the corduroy sport jacket with a tie, and that was my outfit. And then I guess I just never stopped wearing it for videos from that point on. So that's just like my official jacket now. So I'm sorry, I actually don't know where you could get it. It probably isn't made anymore, but it's just a crappy brown sport jacket. You could probably find it in any decent Goodwill. Nescade56 on YouTube said, will you play Mother 3? Now, I've been thinking about that. I've heard a lot of very good things about it. The problem is I don't have like tons of time to do Let's Plays. You guys can probably tell, considering my Deltarune Let's Play, I've done 2 episodes of it in like 2 weeks. I don't have like a huge amount of time to do Let's Plays, but if I, at some point in the future, end up having some, I will probably play Mother 3 because I have been looking forward to that. And his village on Discord said, what is your favorite TV show? That's really, really hard to answer. If I had to say any, I'd say Stargate Sg1. I did a really awful video on that way back, like when I was first doing video essays. And it's not a very good video, but it explains essentially why I like the show. I don't have TV. I have a TV, but I don't get channels, so everything I watch is on DVD. And Stargate Sg1 was something I had a box set of, and I watched it, and I just totally enjoyed that. That's such a great show. The only one I can think, I liked a lot, like pretty much all the Star Treks I enjoyed as well, but the only show I can think of that would compare with SG1 was Farscape, which is a really bizarre sci-fi show that was done by Jim Henson Studios back in the late 90s, but it's great. It's such a, I really enjoyed it. It was so offbeat for all the other sci-fi stuff I've seen, and it got, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. Chris, hi Chris, on Discord, you said hello. Hello. Sean on Twitter asked, what is swag? This isn't the type of question you should be asking me. This is like a question of self-discovery. It's something a man can only find out for themselves, so I'll leave that for you. The dude on Discord said, not a question, but do you plan to cover any more infamous figures like Frank Dukes? Funny you should ask that. Anyway, maybe. The thing about the Frank Dukes video is you would not believe the magnitude of pissed off comments I get on that video. It's really funny, actually. I don't know why, but for some reason that video attracts a huge quantity of just very angry people, and I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, I probably will cover some more strange people in the future if I find them. The hardest part is finding them, honestly. So that's, if you guys want to give me any suggestions for video topics, I'd be happy to use them. Unoriginal person on YouTube said, how many straws can you hold in your hands? I don't, is this like something I'm supposed to, like, I've been told I have pretty large hands. I can hold a basketball, probably quite a lot, like maybe 50 straws, you know, straw holding capability. I don't know, something like that. Ryan on Discord said, favorite kind of porridge / rice pudding. I'm a big just straight oatmeal fan. I've had farina a few times, which is cream of wheat, and it's awful. I just like regular oatmeal with maybe like some sugar and raisins in it, because that's how I always used to have it when I was younger. Yeah, okay. Oatmeal. Proj Potat on YouTube said, will you not mention this question? Put me into a bit of a difficult situation there. Drowned on Discord said, will you do a deep dive into the M&M advertising mythos? If I did, that would be like the longest video I've ever made. I'm not even kidding, because there's so much like to cover there. If I did, I'd probably get like Arthur in on it or something, because he probably knows a lot more than me. And don't even get me started on the Minnesota saga, like the Minnesota arc with the red M&M. Vic Woods said, what are your plans for this channel? My plans for this channel are that I'm going to keep uploading videos on it, because I like making videos. Yeah, that's really it. I don't have any like special ideas or anything. In about 2 weeks, I'm gonna be going on a excursion for about a month, during which point I'll probably be gone. But I am making like a bunch of cool videos in the meantime that I'll just set to upload during that short period. So guys probably shouldn't even notice any difference, considering I upload so infrequently now. But yeah, I guess that's my plan for my channel, if I have one at all. Applesaurus on YouTube said, thoughts on Halo? Interestingly enough, I have actually never legitimately played a Halo game. I was around when they were coming out, when like COD and Halo were like the big thing for everyone to have on their Xbox 360s, but I just never had it. I played like Borderlands and Rayman and stuff. I did have a friend who had Halo Reach, but all we ever did was we went on Forge and we just like screwed around with all the settings and made it so like everyone could jump really high and never die. And that was like the entirety of our game experience. We just screwed with each other and like spawned mines when people left to use the bathroom. That was it. That's my Halo experience. Jack is Unsociable on YouTube said, do you have any pets? If so, what animals do you have? I don't have any at the moment. In the past, I've had a bunch of cats. Yeah, just a bunch of cats. I had a sea monkey once. He got really huge. I don't know how. He was like an inch long. I don't think they're supposed to be that big, but this one, he was a big guy. Mailman019 said, what is your favorite video from the Forsaken YouTube video series? That's actually a really good question. I don't even know. We saw so many good ones. I'm trying to think of the video that made me laugh the hardest. I think Andy MCing has such a remarkable quality to it that like, it's so universally entertaining. You need no prior context. You need no background. Like Pillow Puncher was great, but it was only great because there was so much build up to that, with like Arthur describing it to us, and then us finally going to it. Whereas Andy MCing just like flat out, just no context, is one of the greatest videos you could possibly watch. So I think that might be my favorite. Yo Mama 2.0 on Twitter said, rate my new trim. Now this is funny because I believe I've actually rated a trim of yours in the past, in like the 12K video or something. This one looks even better than ever, man. You're on an upward slope with your trims there. Rajko Landon, I hope I didn't screw your name up, said, what is your opinion on Pregnant Mario? You know what, I hope I did screw your name up. Because after that question, I'm not feeling super good. Reginald Concrete on YouTube said, favorite letter of the alphabet. You guys are asking the frickin' hard-hitting questions here. God. I mean, everyone loves H, right? But I think P is really underrated, like as far as letter quality goes. I don't know, I'm a big P fan. Don't take that out of context, please. Strawberry Kook on YouTube said, who or what inspired you to make the videos that you make today? Love your content, by the way. Thank you, I'm glad you love the content. I don't really know what inspired me. I wanted to make YouTube videos for a really long time, actually. Like, God, I can't even remember. Probably like 2012 was the first time I thought I wanted to make a YouTube video. And I made a channel back in 2013, and I just never did anything. Then I made my current channel in 2016, uploaded like 3 videos, and then just did basically nothing for 4 years or 3 years or something like that. And then I just finally, one day, I made a meme video that performed sort of well. And I was like, this isn't too difficult. And so I just kind of kept making meme videos. And then one day I was like, hey, I'm going to play Minecraft with my friends and record it. And so I did. And then that was my first like non-meme video. And then it just kind of spiraled from there. That was my process. J-Dog on YouTube said, do you smoke? Contrary to popular belief, I do not actually. I like talking about cigarettes. I don't actually smoke them. So that's canon. Oh God. Okay, I'm just apologizing in advance for this. Pantograf Nozikalvi Zibika. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't speak Polish. I'm very sorry about that. I'm gonna play like a recording of how that's supposed to be pronounced in the background. Just
Pantograf nożycowy z byka.
Imagine that's what I said. Okay, but they asked me, have you ever traveled by train? Only long distance travel counts, not suburban. Yes, Ural. I traveled by Ural a lot a few years ago when I was in Switzerland, I think, and it was very nice. They gave me a little notebook when I was on the train. They gave me a notebook that has like little highlighters and stickers and stuff in it. It was really fun. HStorm78 said, what is your favorite fast food chain and why? I actually like Five Guys. I don't know if that counts as a fast food chain. Their fries are really good. Their burgers are also pretty good. I think Five Guys is in this weird place because you have like your tiers of quality when it comes to fast food type things. You got bottom tier, which is like real, just solid fast food like McDonald's and Burger King. You know, it's like chain, uniform, cheap, crappy food, you know. And then you got to step up from that, which is like sort of chains, like Red Robin, things like Red Robin or like TGIF. They're like an actual sit-down restaurant, but it's still kind of like a cheap chain. You know, it's not like all the way up to being a real restaurant. And then you go up and you have actual restaurants. Five Guys is like in between Red Robin and McDonald's. It's really weird. It's like pretty fast foody, but at the same time, it's like not poor enough in quality to be considered like real fast food. I don't know. I like Five Guys though. Texas Blues on Discord and said, what do you think of my cats? I think they're great. I really like them. Those are some fine cats. There are several of them, in fact, which is, I don't know if you guys know this, several times better than just one. It's not like it's like greater than the sum of its parts, you know? Like as more of them get together, it like builds to critical mass. So yes, I love those cats. Jared Doss on YouTube said, any favorite anime or cartoons, what are some of your favorite games? I'll do the games one first. I think I've mentioned before, I played Borderlands. That always like was a really fun game for me. In my childhood, I played it with like my dad, and I really enjoyed it. In more modern times, of course, I love Minecraft. Everyone loves Minecraft. It's a dumb answer to give, but I do like it. I love FNAF. I was planning on making a video about FNAF in the past. I don't know if I'm still gonna do it, but I love FNAF. It had a huge impact on me as a kid. I like Enter the Gungeon. That's probably like I have said this before, it's probably the only game I can say I'm good at. Like I don't get good at games, but the exception to that rule is the fact that I have like 110 hours or something in Gungeon. It's like the most I've ever played any one single game. I like, as it's gonna sound stupid, I liked Undertale, and I liked Deltarune, because I only say that because I've been doing a Deltarune Let's Play recently, and I'm really enjoying the game. That's what's actually kind of inspiring me to make a story-driven game of some sort at some point in the future. And let me think of anything else. And this one's a little weird, but it's this Steam game called Stick Fight, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like a Smash style like 2D platforming fighter game where you're stickmen and you can like get guns and swords and shoot people and stuff. It's really fun. It's especially fun on local multiplayer where you can just like, I used to jack controllers into my little laptop and have my friends all sit at the table and we'd play it. It was really fun. I had an unfair advantage because I had the mouse and they had joysticks, so I could shoot much more accurately, but no matter what, it was really fun. And then the first part of that question that I skipped over for some reason was, any favorite anime or cartoons? I actually, and this is 100% honest admission, I've only ever really watched one anime, and that's JoJo. Don't hate me, okay? I like JoJo. I actually really enjoyed it. I only got to part 4, and then I stopped for some reason. I think it was because I couldn't get Crunchyroll anymore for some reason. I should probably start watching it again. I know they're up to part 6 now or something. But yeah, that's probably the only anime I watched, but I did legitimately enjoy it, and no one could take that away from me, all right? I enjoyed an anime. Yeah, don't hate me. Panda Games and Anvag, both of them on YouTube, asked some permutation of how has your day been? One of them had a little smiley face there. That's very nice. I've been having a pretty good day so far. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I went on a walk earlier. And thank you for asking. That's very nice. Nicolau Diakov Tinoko, again, I'm sorry, this is a day for me screwing up names, said, will you answer my question? No. Finally, Crunch Time on YouTube said, any thoughts on Foley's cardboard cutout? He hasn't shown it in quite a while, but he has it, and I think it's a prized possession. He was skateboarding at one point. I don't know if you guys saw that. The cardboard cutout began to skateboard, which I don't think any cardboard cutout has ever done up until this point, so it's pretty impressive, honestly. But yeah, that's the end of the questions. I know there were a few more that I probably missed, and I'm sorry about that. I made this list like a while ago when I was trying to rack up all the questions, and then I kind of ran out of space. So those are all the ones I'm going to answer today. And again, I'd like to thank you guys so much for 25,000 subscribers. It happened really frickin' quickly. I was at 20,000 like a month ago, and then people just really seem to like the Herobrine and Trollface videos. So if you're here from that video, hi, welcome to the channel. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you're not here from those videos, thanks for sticking around for this long. Hope to see you guys again at some point in the future. Yeah. Peace out, brothers.